Good afternoon. This is Pat Winter, and I wanted to show you my recent journal that I made for myself. It's called Sea Whispers, and it is a hardcover. But on the front, a friend had come into several of these convex glass pieces for like the vintage photos, like of the Capitol buildings and well, various subjects. And she kind of challenged me to use it in a project, and I thought it would be nice to put it on the cover of a journal. So I put some soldering tape around it, the wavy kind, to go with the beach theme, and soldered it, and then added a jump ring and a couple little beachy items like shells and fish charms and some crystals. And then I added some vintage lace that I had torn and salvaged around the front cover. And the rest is just a linen and then a piece of vintage lace from a friend. And I used, I can't remember who it was, but I told her that I would be using her idea of an old piece of a bracelet as a closure. So I thought I would do it with my journal. And I will list her name below the video, but right this moment I can't remember who it was. So yeah, that's just like a charm bracelet, and it hooks to the back and the front. And inside it has shells and little charms, seahorses, and a lighthouse. And in this little secret box is, if I can get it open, it's a little wish box, but inside is a tiny mermaid tear, which is beach glass. And that's what I collect with my mom on the shores of Lake Michigan for several years. So I had to have a piece of that. So anyway, under the dome is an image that I had printed off. It's one of my favorite. And then I used some cheesecloth and some seashells, piece of beach glass, which is mermaid tears, a tiny seahorse, and this, starfish. And this is a vintage broken starfish brooch. And underneath the dome is a piece of my mother's chiffon scarves. She would always wear scarves to tie her hair back because she always had long hair. And so I thought that would be neat to add it to my journal. I'm just going to show you a little bit, and then, oh, my chair's squeaking, and then I'm just going to do a flip through. I did want to say the inspiration from this journal came from the Seaside Dreams and By the Sea kits from Ruby and Pearl, and Nikki's The Paper Cameo, Sam Poole designs, a few things from Digital Scrap Helper, some polka dot papers from Odocina, some images from Luna Girl and Meg's Garden, paper crafts, just digital papers, and some of the vintage frames in here are from the Torn Page. So I'm going to just do a few pages. I use the seashells as tucks and put in some journaling cards. And this is one of the the vintage frames from the Torn Page, and I just used it as I just put in a journaling card and just used it as a tuck spot. And then of course some beautiful beach theme papers, and these children are absolutely adorable in their little sailor outfits. So I naturally had to put those in there. And I backed them with coffee dyed paper so I can journal on the back of those. And I will be adding some more page tabs, but since it was mine, I figured I would just go ahead and leave them for now. What I'm mainly going to be using this journal for is my kind of like a photo album. So me and my mom, we would walk along the shore for many years collecting mermaid tears. And unfortunately, at the age of 91, soon to be 92, she can't get up and down the beach anymore. And this is our beach in Beverly Shores. So I've kind of stopped going myself because it's just not the same. Anyway, I did a little bit of raised stenciling with some paste. And there's my son. We were at Lake Powell and rented a houseboat, and he was Captain Ed for the week. Anyway, so this is me and my son many years ago, and a feather from the shorebirds. And I thought this was cute. This is oh dear, this is from Shabby Art Boutique. This little sign from one of her kits, and I had to cut out a pair of cotton bloomers, put a little patch on it. And these are Sam Pools and Odocinas. They're just various sample cards. I just kind of put different pieces of fabric on for swimsuits. Oh, and these were stuck to the other page. Just some swimsuit ladies. And now I'm just going to flip through. Oh, here's some of that beautiful washi tape from the Bloom tape from Amity Bloom. And she's coming out with a new collection. I believe it's going to be more washi tape and stickers, and so you have to check that out. Amity Bloom on Etsy and Instagram. So I'm going to just kind of go through quickly. I won't take everything out, but I did do one of these, and I don't know whose it was. I'll have to figure it out. It's a recent one, and it just slides down in, and you can journal on the back. And my husband and son, little journaling card, another feather from the beach. And several journaling cards tucked in some envelopes. Some vintage laces. And some pretty sheets for journaling printed on the thin paper. I love the feel and the sound of it. And here's some vintage metallic lace from France. And I just used it. You could journal on this or flip it up. Just a basket. This is from Paper Cameo. She has several baskets, and I think 2 or 3 kits. Picnic kit, and I just think that they're fabulous because I love unique tucks and pockets, and that just is perfect. And that little boy is so cute. And here's just on airport, on airmail paper. I printed that and just added some, oh dear, cheesecloth. And little pockets here and there filled with, oh, that's a large journaling card. I do print a light pattern on the back of the journaling cards because if you're using a pen or marker, whatever, it's going to still show up, and It's better than just plain, in my opinion. Here's some vintage and beautiful paper and vintage lace. And just some torn vintage tulle. And another little pocket filled with, there's another torn page frame. And it has this is a journaling card. But I didn't put a tab on it. I'll have to do that for easy access. And a little embroidered dragonfly. And a flip-up page. A lot of coffee-stained paper. And these fish, I thought they would be great to make little notes. Like, you know, just special events, and you can put the date and stuff on. I just thought they were kind of fun. And this just has some cards with scenery from the ocean or lake. And more cards. A little flip with some vintage lace. Little glass leaf. Another torn page journaling card. And this is another Uniquely Ella, Marlene, one of her tabs that you can use as pockets or tucks. I love those. I do want to put a couple more in here, but like I said, it's mine, so I can do it whenever. And there's some small little journaling cards for dates. And this just goes down. You got plenty of space there. I'll be filling that up. And I made this little booklet out of tags that I can put just special notes, and I can remove them if I needed to just write a note that I needed to take along with me or send someone. The journaling tags. Some hand-dyed, very old lace, delicate lace. And this came off of a dress. It's a velvet, blue velvet with a little bit of torn lace. And here's some more of those beautiful pictures. And this is me and my friends in South Carolina, Terry and Dawn. We had a blast. And just a little shell tuck spot. A little piece of Indian fabric. And these will be just little notes. And lots of, oh, there's my son. That was actually on his honeymoon. They were in California and they rented a boat. They love the water. And I made this, it's a little shaker card, and it's got tiny little shells and another piece of my mom's scarf, headscarf, and some glitter. And here's another torn page frame and some shell notes, or note cards, small envelope that I could put little ephemera and saved things in. And here's a little mermaid cameo. I thought that would be cute in the center. And I've printed a lot of poems that I like that have to do with the sea or the ocean. My husband and my son, and a piece of old lace. A nice big journaling card. Here's another of the little shaker cards. There's a little tiny starfish in that one. I love that image of the children holding the little sand buckets. Oh, and this is actually which is it's a Victorian tear catcher, which the women would actually, when they were sad and crying and such over a loved one, they would catch their tears in here. And I was lucky enough to find that one on eBay. They're still out there if you look a little bit, but that's what I just turned it into a little journaling card. And some more little cute little shells. Oh, that's the same. Oop, sorry. Skipped. Went backwards. That does. There we go. That goes in there. And some more nice tags. I have the little pockets. And that, I believe, is the cameo, the paper cameo. And a little crinoid and some cheesecloth. And some nice big journaling cards. Little flip out journaling cards. Some old paper. And you can hide a little, you can write on the back of this, and you can just hide whatever you've been writing for your privacy. And some pieces of old fabric, some cottons that would remind me of sundresses that my mom used to wear, really thin cotton, pretty print sundresses, which reminded me of this photo. And some vintage laces, and a little seashell pin, and some more journaling cards, and something stuck to the page. This one I just glued down and used it as a pocket. And that's more journaling cards. I found some bubbles. I think it was at Hobby Lobby, and I thought they would be cute. It's easier to pull when you don't have a tab, to just pull the bubbles. And I put a little piece of not Mylar in there. I don't know why. I don't want to. I should put a little charm or something in there and put a back on it. I don't know what it's for. Just something frivolous. There's another little journaling card tucked in there, a beautiful vintage picture. And another that I had used the paste on. And more journaling cards tucked behind this little sailor girl. And that's it. I love her. She reminds me of a mermaid. I don't know why. So I put that in there. And that is it. I've got 4 signatures in here, and I'm going to enjoy it. So thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing if you're a subscriber. And if you want to see more, just hit the like button, and I will do some more. Thank you.